unless and until I was ready to actually feel my emotions and walk all the way through them and not numb them with food or alcohol, I wasn't going to change my life.
America fell in love with the beautiful brunette Valerie Bertinelli right in her debut as Barbara Cooper on the hit show One Day at a Time in 1975. It seemed her life would become better with many open opportunities in an acting career, but in reality, it is the opposite. Likened to a soap opera, Valerie's life is filled with sadness. She became a mother, endured the end of 2 long-term relationships, and lost a soulmate. Worse, she was caught up in addiction. For more details about Valerie's tragic story, watch this video until the end. Valerie Bertinelli's early life was marked by a series of tragic events that deeply impacted her family. She was born as the 3rd child out of 5 to her parents, Andrew Bertinelli, who worked as an executive at General Motors, and her mother, Nancy, a homemaker. The Bertinelli family called Wilmington, Delaware, their home, and they lived a seemingly ordinary life until a devastating incident changed everything. The family's world was shattered when Valerie's mother, Nancy, was expecting her. During this time, the family was already dealing with a heart-wrenching loss. Valerie's uncle, Mark, had tragically passed away at just 17 months old. The circumstances surrounding Mark's death were particularly horrific and haunting. The tragedy unfolded during a visit to a friend's farm, where the Bertinelli family had gone for what should have been a joyful outing. Young Mark had wandered off on his own, a common occurrence with curious toddlers. Unbeknownst to everyone, a fatal danger lurked nearby. In a tragic twist of fate, Mark stumbled upon a container that held a toxic substance, which was stored in what appeared to be an innocuous soda bottle. With the innocence of childhood, Mark innocently consumed the poisonous liquid, unable to discern its deadly nature. The substance had not been labeled as poison, and there were no warnings to indicate its danger. The unsuspecting child, full of curiosity and wonder, had no idea of the peril he had unwittingly exposed himself to. The family's joyous day turned into a frantic race against time as they rushed Mark to the hospital. However, the toxic effects of the substance he had ingested were tragically irreversible. Despite the desperate efforts of medical professionals and the anguish of his family, Mark's life could not be saved, and he tragically passed away. Valerie Bertinelli's discovery of her baby brother Mark's tragic death came as a profound revelation during her early teenage years. Her parents had kept this senseless tragedy hidden from her, locked away deep within their hearts, where it remained as a heavy burden, too painful for them to discuss openly. The family's silence on the matter had left Valerie in the dark, unaware of the heartbreaking loss that had haunted her parents for years. Years later, as Valerie returned to Delaware to pay her respects to her recently deceased grandmother, she was presented with an opportunity to gain a deeper understanding of her parents' painful past. The poignant connection between her grandmother's final resting place and Mark's grave became apparent. Valerie's grandmother was laid to rest close to little baby Mark's grave, and this proximity would bring about a profound reckoning. Standing at her brother's burial site, Valerie held her own son, Wolfie, who was coincidentally also 17 months old at the time, just as her brother Mark had been when he tragically passed away. This poignant moment brought Valerie face to face with the harsh reality of her brother's death in a deeply visceral and emotional manner. She could now comprehend, to a certain extent, the immense depth of her mother's grief and the lingering pain that her parents had silently carried for so many years. After Valerie Bertinelli's emotional visit to her brother Mark's grave, with her own 17-month-old son, Wolfie, she couldn't help but gain a newfound appreciation for her parents. The experience had allowed her to glimpse the depths of pain and sorrow her parents had endured for so long, keeping the tragedy locked away in their hearts. As she reunited with her parents later that day, her feelings of appreciation and understanding grew even stronger. Valerie's parents, Andrew and Nancy, had borne the heavy burden of grief in silence, shielding their daughter from the painful truth about her brother's death. It was only through this poignant moment at the cemetery that Valerie began to comprehend the emotional turmoil they had gone through. Unfortunately, as the years passed, Valerie had to face the loss of both of her parents. Her father, Andrew, passed away in 2016, followed by the death of her mother, Nancy, in 2019. Reflecting on their lives, especially in light of the tremendous pain they had endured, Valerie realized the depth of their resilience and the love they had shown her throughout her life. Despite the tragedies and heartaches they had faced, Valerie recognized that her parents had done their best to provide love, support, and a stable upbringing for her. Their ability to carry the weight of their grief for so long while continuing to be loving parents was a testament to their strength and devotion. As Valerie reminisced about her parents, she gained a deeper understanding of the sacrifices they had made and the resilience they had shown in the face of adversity. Their love and commitment to their family had left an indelible mark on Valerie, shaping her own values and approach to life. While Valerie Bertinelli's family history was marked by tragedy, it was also filled with love, resilience, and the enduring bond of family. Her journey of self-discovery and understanding of her parents' pain allowed her to appreciate their strength and the importance of cherishing the moments of joy and love in life. As she continued to navigate the complexities of her own life, including her marriage to the late rocker Eddie Van Halen, Valerie's experiences and the lessons she learned from her family's history would continue to shape her perspective on love, loss, and the enduring power of family bonds. Valerie Bertinelli's marriage to Eddie Van Halen in 1981 marked the beginning of a tumultuous but ultimately enduring relationship that lasted for 2 decades. Their journey together was filled with highs and lows, culminating in their separation in 2001 and the finalization of their divorce in 2007. During their time together, they welcomed a son, Wolfgang Van Halen, into their lives. Their story began in a rather unconventional way. Valerie and Eddie's paths crossed when Valerie was granted an exclusive backstage meeting with Eddie at one of his electrifying shows. Despite their fame and success, both of them were surprisingly nervous during their initial encounter. However, the chemistry between them was undeniable and immediate. Their connection transcended the typical fan-celebrity dynamic, and they found themselves drawn to each other in a profound and intense way. Their courtship was brief but passionate, marked by a whirlwind of emotions. Just a few months after their first meeting, Valerie and Eddie decided to take their relationship to the next level and tie the knot. Their wedding day, though filled with love and excitement, also showcased some of the challenges that would come to define their relationship. On the day of their wedding, Eddie was notably intoxicated, to the point where Valeria had to hold back his hair as he struggled with the effects of his excessive drinking. This early indication of Eddie's struggles with substance abuse would later become a significant issue in their marriage. Additionally, their wedding preparations were marred by another troubling detail. As they filled out the pre-ceremony questionnaire forms provided by the priest, both Valerie and Eddie held vials of cocaine, signaling a reckless and indulgent side to their relationship. It was clear from the outset that their marriage would be an unpredictable and wild ride, marked by a combination of intense passion and turbulent challenges. Valerie Bertinelli's marriage to Eddie Van Halen was indeed a wild ride, but unfortunately, it was characterized by challenges and difficulties rather than joy and stability. As Valerie embarked on her successful career, particularly during her time on the television show One Day at a Time, she tried her best to adapt to Eddie's rock star lifestyle. However, the stark contrast between her own, more grounded approach to life and Eddie's turbulent existence became increasingly apparent. Eddie Van Halen grappled with a severe cocaine addiction for years, which only added to the strain on their marriage. Valerie made the difficult decision to give up partying in an effort to maintain some semblance of stability. But Eddie's battle with addiction persisted, casting a shadow over their relationship. Beyond their struggles with drugs, both Valerie and Eddie faced the challenges of maintaining their respective careers. With their demanding work obligations, they found it increasingly difficult to connect with each other on a personal level. Over time, they began to drift apart, and when they were together, it often seemed as though their interactions were marred by constant conflicts and disagreements. In 2001, Valerie made the painful but necessary decision to end her marriage to Eddie Van Halen. Her motivation was driven by her desire to provide her son, Wolfgang, with a healthier vision of what love and relationships should entail. She recognized that the tumultuous and often unhealthy dynamics of her marriage to Eddie were not the example she wanted to set for her son. Valerie's memoir reveals another tragic reason behind her decision to divorce Eddie. Despite being diagnosed with oral cancer and undergoing extensive treatment, including having a third of his tongue removed, Eddie continued to smoke. His refusal to quit smoking despite the life-threatening consequences undoubtedly added to the strain on their relationship and was a heartbreaking source of frustration for Valerie. In 2010, Valerie Bertinelli made a significant announcement that she had engaged the services of a financial planner named Tom Vitale. The two had crossed paths and developed a connection in 2004, gradually building a strong relationship over the years. Their bond deepened to the point where they decided to take the next step and get married in 2011, choosing the picturesque setting of Malibu for their wedding. The dynamics surrounding their marriage were unique, as Eddie Van Halen, Valerie's ex-husband, attended the ceremony alongside his new wife, Janie Lizowski. Eddie and Janie tied the knot in 2009. And despite the end of Valerie and Eddie's marriage, their relationship had evolved into a close and supportive friendship. Valerie and Eddie continued to stand by each other's side through thick and thin, maintaining a strong friendship that transcended their past as a married couple. They offered unwavering support during both the good times and the challenging moments in each other's lives. Valerie was a constant presence in Eddie's life, especially during his battle with cancer, visiting him regularly and ensuring he was as comfortable as possible during his treatment. Eddie Van Halen's valiant fight against cancer ultimately ended on October 6, 2020, when he passed away at the age of 65. The loss was a deeply emotional and difficult moment for Valerie, who had shared a significant part of her life with him and continued to cherish their enduring friendship. In the months that followed Eddie's passing, Valerie Bertinelli decided to share a glimpse into her grieving process during an interview. She revealed that her way of coping with the loss had been unique and personal, which she termed as being grief-shamed by some. Grief-shaming refers to the act of criticizing or judging someone for how they handle their grief, and Valerie's decision to open up about her experience aimed to shed light on the complexities of mourning a loved one. Valerie Bertinelli's interview with Today provided a poignant insight into the depths of her grief upon learning of Eddie Van Halen's passing. She shared that the news had left her heartbroken and in profound sorrow. However, what struck a chord with many was Valerie's revelation that she had experienced what she called grief-shaming in response to her reaction to Eddie's death. While Valerie did not delve into all the specifics of her experiences with grief-shaming, she eloquently made her case for why her feelings were valid. Eddie Van Halen had been such a significant figure in her life, and their bond was unique. Their love was different from the love they had for their respective spouses, Janie and Tom, and it was a love that had endured despite the end of their marriage. Valerie emphasized that her grief should be respected and acknowledged because of the profound impact Eddie had on her life. Following Eddie's passing, Valerie took to her Instagram to pay a heartfelt tribute to him. In her post, she expressed gratitude for the one true light that Eddie had brought into her life, their beloved son, Wolfgang. She acknowledged that her life had changed forever when she first met Eddie in 1980, highlighting the enduring impact he had on her journey. Valerie Bertinelli's decision to file for legal separation from her husband of 10 years, Tom, just before Thanksgiving in 2021, came as a surprising and significant development. The official reason cited in the leaked documents was irreconcilable differences, a common legal term used when couples decide to part ways. While the exact details surrounding their separation remained private, it raised questions and speculation about the circumstances leading to this decision. One possibility that garnered attention was the notion that Valerie's revelation about feeling grief-shamed by someone might have played a role in their separation. Given the deeply emotional and enduring connection she had with her late ex-husband, Eddie Van Halen, it's conceivable that this dynamic might have strained her relationship with Tom. It's not uncommon for individuals who have lost a loved one to maintain a special place in their hearts for that person, even after moving on to new relationships. In Valerie's case, the unique bond she had with Eddie, both as a former spouse and as the father of their son Wolfgang, was undeniably significant. Her public expressions of gratitude and love for Eddie may have caused tension within her marriage with Tom. It's possible that Tom may have struggled with feelings of jealousy or insecurity, witnessing Valerie's continued emotional connection to her late ex-husband. Coping with a partner's enduring feelings for a former spouse can be challenging and emotionally taxing for both parties involved. This could have been a contributing factor to their decision to separate, though it's important to note that speculation should be approached with caution. Now, let us learn about Valerie Bertinelli's career. Valerie Bertinelli's rise to fame and her enduring career in television began with a remarkable opportunity that came her way at a young age. Following her appearance in an episode of the TV series Apple's Way, she caught the attention of renowned producer Norman Lear. This fortuitous encounter led to an audition for a role that would become iconic, that of cooperative daughter Barbara Cooper in the beloved sitcom One Day at a Time. One Day at a Time made its debut in late 1975, and Valerie was just 15 years old when she secured the role. Her portrayal of Barbara Cooper quickly became a standout performance on the show, endearing her to audiences across the nation. Valerie's character, Barbara, resonated with viewers as a relatable and lovable teenager, navigating the challenges of growing up in a single-parent household. Valerie's dedication to her role was evident as she appeared in an impressive 208 out of the 209 episodes of the series, showcasing her talent and versatility as an actress. Her portrayal of Barbara earned her widespread acclaim and recognition, including 2 Golden Globe Awards, a testament to her exceptional performances throughout the show's 9-year run. In 2005, fans of One Day at a Time were treated to a heartwarming reunion special. Valerie Bertinelli, along with fellow cast members Bonnie Franklin, Mackenzie Phillips, and Pat Harrington Jr., came together to reminisce about their time on the show. They shared anecdotes, watched memorable clips from the series, and reflected on the impact of the actors who had appeared on the show over the years. The reunion special also addressed the challenges faced during the production of the series, including Mackenzie Phillips's well-documented struggle with drug addiction. Her addiction had created disruptions on set, leading to her dismissal from the show at one point. The cast's open discussion about these challenges shed light on the complexities of working in the entertainment industry and the personal battles that some of its actors faced. After her successful run on One Day at a Time, Valerie Bertinelli's career continued to flourish in the world of television. She took on various roles, starring in TV films and miniseries, and making numerous guest appearances on different television shows. Her versatility as an actress allowed her to explore a wide range of characters and genres. In the 1990s, Valerie starred in 2 short-lived but notable sitcoms. The first was Sydney, in which she played the title character, a private detective. This series also featured Matthew Perry and Craig Bierko and showcased Valerie's comedic talents in a unique detective setting. Her role in Sydney further solidified her presence in the world of television comedy. Following Sydney, Valerie took on another sitcom role in Café Américain. In this series, she portrayed a character named Holly Aldridge, who ran a charming cafe in Paris. The show provided a delightful blend of humor and heart, allowing Valerie to shine in yet another comedic role. In 2001, Valerie Bertinelli joined the cast of the popular series Touched by an Angel for its last 2 seasons. Her addition to the cast introduced her to a whole new audience, as the show had a dedicated fan base. Her portrayal of Gloria, an angelic character, demonstrated her versatility as an actress and allowed her to explore themes of faith and spirituality. In 2007, Valerie embarked on a new venture as a spokeswoman for the Jenny Craig weight loss program. Her transformation and weight loss journey became an inspiration to many, and she appeared in several commercials promoting the program. Valerie's openness about her experiences with weight loss resonated with people, and she became a relatable figure in the realm of health and wellness. The following year, in 2008, Valerie released her autobiography titled Losing It and Gaining My Life Back, 1 Pound at a Time. The book chronicled her personal struggles with weight and self-esteem and detailed her journey with the Jenny Craig program. It was a candid and heartfelt account of her challenges and triumphs in regaining control of her life and health. Valerie Bertinelli continued to share her insights and experiences in her follow-up book, Finding It and Satisfying My Hunger for Life Without Opening the Fridge, published in 2009. These books not only chronicled her weight loss journey, but also offered a glimpse into her personal growth and self-discovery. From 2010 to 2015, Valerie starred in the popular sitcom Hot in Cleveland, alongside Betty White, Wendy Malick, and Jane Leeves. The show was a tremendous success, running for 6 seasons and delighting audiences with its humor and relatable characters. Valerie's role in the series showcased her comedic talent and reaffirmed her status as a beloved television actress. In 2015, she embarked on a new venture by hosting 2 popular shows on the Food Network, Valerie's Home Cooking and Kids Baking Championship, alongside renowned cake artist Duff Goldman. These shows allowed her to combine her love for cooking with her natural charisma, creating a delightful blend of entertainment and culinary expertise. Valerie's hosting prowess was recognized with 2 Daytime Emmy Awards for her work on Valerie's Home Cooking. Her ability to connect with audiences and make cooking accessible and enjoyable made her a beloved figure in the world of food and lifestyle programming. In 2019, Valerie expanded her hosting portfolio by taking on 2 more Food Network shows, Family Food Showdown and Family Restaurant Rivals. These shows explored the dynamics of family-run eateries and competitions, showcasing Valerie's versatility as a host and her ability to engage with contestants and viewers alike. In June 2021, Valerie Bertinelli's television journey took an exciting turn when it was announced that she would star opposite Demi Lovato in NBC's single-camera comedy pilot, Hungry. The show promised to explore themes of food, body image, and self-acceptance, further highlighting Valerie's ability to connect with audiences on issues of personal growth and well-being. By December 2021, Valerie had signed a new deal with the Food Network, solidifying her ongoing presence in the world of culinary television. Her hosting roles and contributions to the network had become a staple for food enthusiasts and fans of her warm and relatable personality. In January 2022, Valerie released her memoir, Enough Already: Learning to Love the Way I Am Today. This book allowed her to share her personal journey, struggles, and insights into self-acceptance and personal growth. It provided readers with a candid look into her life and offered valuable lessons on embracing one's true self. However, in January 2024, it was confirmed that Valerie Bertinelli had been cut from her hosting role on Kids Baking Championship by the Food Network. This marked a shift in her television career, but given her resilience and versatility, it is likely that she will continue to explore new opportunities and make a lasting impact in the entertainment industry. What do you think about Valerie Bertinelli's unhappy life? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.